Hi, today I'm going to show you how to sharpen your jointer knives without removing them from the jointer. If you've ever replaced jointer knives, you know they can sometimes be very difficult and time-consuming to set up. This will help you avoid that. Now this will work best if your jointer knives are in relatively decent shape. If you've got chips or they're really dull, then you're going to have to remove them from the tool in order to sharpen them. Now I've used this method for quite a while now, and it's been a long time since I've had to remove the knives and reset them. Now here's what the tool looks like on the shelf. This one's diamond embedded, so it'll last a long time. Now let's take a closer look at the sharpening tool. It comes with a 45-degree angle sharpener on one side that has 300 grit on one side of it and 600 grit on the other side. It also has a 90-degree angle sharpener that has 300 grit on one side and 600 grit on the other side as well. Before we begin sharpening, there are three things we must do first. First and foremost, make sure the machine is unplugged. Secondly, we must remove the blade guard. And lastly, we must loosen and slide back the jointer fence. And now we have clear and unobstructed access to our knives. Next, carefully inspect each blade and make sure there are no nicks. If there are no nicks, we're ready to proceed. Now we'll start with the 45-degree angle part of the sharpening tool, and we'll have the 300 grit side against the bevel of the blade. Push the tool firmly against the bevel, and we want to make sure that we do the same number of passes on each blade in order to maintain balance. So we'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, being very careful, we'll rotate the cutter head to the next blade and do the same thing. And we'll repeat the process with the last blade. Now we'll rotate the tool around to the 600 grit side and we'll repeat the process with each of the 3 blades. And the last blade. Next, we'll rotate our tool over to the 90-degree part of the tool, place it against the flat edge of the blade, and once again, we'll do an equal amount of passes. We'll rotate the cutter head to the next blade, place our tool, and sharpen. We'll then rotate to our last blade and sharpen it. Just as before, we'll rotate the tool till we get to the 600 grit portion. Place it against the flat edge of the blade and make our passes. Do the same with our second blade and our last blade. And believe it or not, that's it. It couldn't be any simpler. And here we have a razor-sharp blade. Now remember, this method will not work on jointer knives that are chipped or badly dulled. But if you do this every once in a while as periodic maintenance, you'll avoid having to remove the blades to sharpen them. Hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe in the shop.